How do you survive a 10-year prison term? A lot of people ask me, because you do have to put in work. You are going to have to commit a lot of acts of violence as a GP inmate in Cali. People always ask me, Wes, how did you get out? If you're always having to put in work, if there's always issues, if there's always this stuff you talk about, how did you get out? It's the luck of the draw. Don't put yourself up to such a massively crazy, life-altering lottery like the pen. Plenty of people had shitty-ass situations just fall in their lap that were life ruiners for them. And some people make it out. I mean, you're gonna have to put in work. You're gonna have to put in work. How crazy and how life-altering this work you put in is gonna just be up to the fucking chance of the universe. It's horrible. Do not expect to not have to put in work for your people and do some extra time. You're gonna get 30 extra days, 60 extra days, 90 extra days. You're gonna have to do a simple battery, which is gonna be a Division D write-up, RVR 115, a rule violation report 115 is the form that California uses. You're gonna have to do a Division D battery because one of your dumbass people is gonna get a dope debt that they can't pay, and you're gonna have to mop the floor with them. At the least, at the highest, you're gonna have to whack somebody. When you whack somebody, you're gonna get an A1 RVR 115. That's gonna be potentially a life sentence. At the lowest, a 14-month SHU program. That SHU program, 14 months, you're gonna do 11 months, 8 days. It's 85%, just like any violent crime. You do 85%. So this can be life-changing. The DA could not pick it up. You could just not get extra time, or you could get fucked. They could give you attempted murder. It's up to the DA at that time. Like I said, during my A1 115, I ended up just picking up the SHU term. They didn't add any extra time. I lucked out. There was a riot at the time. The DA didn't pick it up, so I fucking lucked out. But surviving in prison isn't all physical. It's not going to be all physical. It's going to be mental. Just like here on the street, during times of adversity, we have to learn to just associate pain, associate hard times with growth. If you don't associate your painful, hard times with growth, then what are you doing? Then you're automatically becoming a victim and you're blaming the situation. You're thinking, oh, fuck, why is this happening to me? I wish it was different. And that's some victim ass shit. When you live as a victim, you look at yourself in such a negative light and your self-talk is so negative that you don't find a way out. When you think about shit the way I look at it, where I just couple painful times and hard times with growth, they don't even they're not even looked at as hard times. They're just simply looked at as growth. So I jump straight past whatever the fucking event is, and I look for the solution, I look for the gain, I look for the win. When you live in this manner, all you see is wins. There is nothing else. So having that positive mind, always looking for the wins in every situation. People refer to this as stoic beliefs, and it is at some point. But I mean, the point is we're just looking at it for our favor. We want to win. We're not going to fucking just fuck ourselves with our flawed mindset. So survival in the pen is going to be the same thing as survival out here. It's going to be your process. It's going to be how much you fucking invest into yourself mentally and physically so that you're strong, so that you make it through your days in a positive manner that is strengthening you. A lot of people get deteriorated from the fucking inside out mentally and don't make it out of prison because they get strung out on the dope. Now they're strung out on the dope. Now they have to put in more work. In prison, to survive, you have to be an asset. If you're an asset and you're strong, you're a swole motherfucker who gets down and you ain't a dope fiend liability, you ain't gonna have to put in as much work. Your people are gonna be like, no, Wes, I want you around. When this shit cracks with the other races, I want you next to me, not that motherfucker. He can barely get out of his rack. He's too weak. So the point is in life, even out here to survive, make yourself an asset. Don't expect people to fucking bend the rules of life for you. The biggest injustice we can do a man is to accommodate his shortcomings because he's a bitch. Don't be a bitch in this life and expect people to accommodate your bitch ass shortcomings. Get yourself strong. Acquire what you admire. Work to become the man who needs no fucking help. He needs nothing. He don't have to ask anybody. He doesn't walk in somewhere and ask for he doesn't walk into the grocery store with not enough fucking money asking for a deal because he's a bitch. He pays for his shit like a normal motherfucker. I'm consistently floored out here by these men who ask for deals with shit, or they ask for slack. You bitch, I'm not doing you any favor by giving you slack. In fact, let's put more on that shit. I want more push-ups since you asked for the slack, and I want you to pay more because you don't have the money. This is the only thing that's going to force you to level up. The only thing that forces you to level up is the fact that you don't have what you fucking need when the time fucking came and you stepped up to the fucking plate. The universe in this life, you will never be supplied a vision that fits your fucking pocketbook or your time frame. I don't know how many people who don't realize that these are excuses. That self-imposed fucking ceiling people put on themselves. Oh, I don't make enough money. Well, why the fuck don't you? Why did you stop here? Okay, you mastered this area of life. Next area. Don't just consider yourself a master in the one thing. Don't just fucking stop there. So when I say never give up, that doesn't mean just never give up working out. Never give up gathering more knowledge. Never give up applying it. Never give up fucking deciphering the details, and never give up progressing. Like we've said, progression is life. If you want to live, if you want to survive on the street or in prison, you must progress. I don't care about your level. I was on the phone with the high-end executive today, and I said, I don't care about your business level. You have to hit your next level. It has to be incremental progression, or you're going to feel stagnation. When we feel stagnant, like before I've referred to it as death, there is no stagnation in the universe. There is only progression and regression is likened to death. We feel like we're dying. It doesn't matter that you make more money than 95% of the world. It doesn't matter that you're swoller than 95% of the world. You have to progress to know your level. You're getting comfortable with your level. You're acclimated to your level. So you have to force progression. In the pen, same thing. Force progression with your cognition. Force progression with your workout. Force progression with your ability to stay disciplined on the most minute tasks so that you level up. You want fucking discipline. Everyone out here wants discipline. Oh, I don't know, I can't stick to my workout. Motherfucker, because you're choosing not to stick to anything. Why the fuck do you think you can't stick to your workout? Now, the pen and places with extreme structure like that, yes, they will help you stay more structured. But you can do it on your own. As I said in the next video, you definitely don't want to look for hard times in this life when you can inflict them on yourself. You can inflict, it even means more if you willingly do it. If you willingly inflict hard times on yourself, that's even more discipline, more control, and everything in this life is about what it means to us. If it means more to us, it's more. If you grew up in a negative environment like prison, you chose to be positive, it means more. If you're around a bunch of junk food all day at your job and you choose not to eat it, it means more. Try that shit. Next time you're surrounded by everyone in the fucking workroom and they're in the break room, they're eating Danishes and shit, and you choose your chicken and spinach, how good did you feel? It meant more, right? Than if you just ate your meal at your desk. Exactly. Make sure you line everything up to where it means the most to you. You make yourself proud. When you make yourself proud, everybody around you will be proud of you. This is the only way it works. We put off exactly who we are. We look like exactly what we conduct ourselves as. We're the byproduct of our daily fucking habits and our daily actions. Match these to the future you desire. The fucking penitentiary is full of fucking losers. So are the streets. A bunch of people who just gave up. Never be that man. Never. There's nothing worse than to fucking have your soul quit when you're still able-bodied. Work from within. Those emotional motivators are gonna be your biggest sense of fucking power. Like I said, the vision I had of my future family when I was in the penitentiary is what drove me every day. That's what had me be more disciplined, because I knew I had to be when I have kids and I'm a father and I have to work every day. I knew I needed more discipline, so I saw it in the most minute tasks. I didn't just say, I'm going to wait till I'm a father and then I'm going to get disciplined. I'm going to discipline myself now. Victory favors the prepared, motherfucker. You start preparing today. Every day. There is no downtime. When motherfuckers ask me, What I do in my downtime, I fucking laugh. There is no downtime. There's preparation and the motherfucking task at hand. Let's get this shit.